Tale of Anansi and the Wisdom of the World. A long time ago, before our great-grandparents walked the earth, before stories had names, and before wisdom had a home, there was a world still learning who it was. The trees stood tall but quiet. The rivers flowed but carried no memory. And people, they lived, they laughed. But something was missing. Wisdom was hidden, not out of cruelty, but because the world wasn't ready. Until one day, everything began to change. In a quiet forest, where round hearts hugged the earth and smoke curled into trees, lived a creature named Anansi. He was not just a spider, and not just a man. He was both clever, curious, always weaving stories, and sometimes trouble. The villagers both admired and watched him closely, because with Anansi, you never quite knew what would happen next. One morning, the sky itself opened, and a voice rolled down like thunder through the leaves. It was Nyame, the sky god. Anansi, Nyame said, "You are clever beyond measure. I gift you this pot. Inside is all the wisdom in the world, every truth, every lesson. Use it, share it, let wisdom flow to the people." Anansi bowed low, but behind his smile, a new thought formed. Why share when I could keep it all for myself? Anansi returned to the earth, clutching the pot tightly. He didn't take it to the village. He didn't tell a soul. He walked deeper into the forest, past the last drum, past the last trail. There, he found the tallest tree. "If I hide it up here," he whispered, "no one will ever find it. The wisdom will be mine alone." He tied the pot to his chest and began to climb. But the pot was heavy. It bumped, it wobbled, it pulled him back. He slipped, he tumbled, he grunted and cursed. He tried again and again. Each time, the pot made it harder to climb. But Anansi, too proud to pause, he kept going. Then a voice came from below. "Papa," said Ntikuma, his son, "why not tie the pot to your back instead of your front?" Anansi froze. This was simple, clear, obvious, and it came from a child. Anansi's pride cracked. Instead of laughing or thanking his son, he grew angry. In frustration, Anansi grabbed the pot and threw it. It spun through the air, glowing bright, then shattered. Out spilled light, not fire, not rain, but wisdom, alive, dancing, flowing. It drifted into the trees, into the rivers, and into the people. The pot was gone, but wisdom was everywhere. And from the sky, Nyame's voice returned. "Anansi, wisdom was never yours to keep. It lives in the world now, shared as it was always meant to be." Anansi stood beneath the tree, no longer the keeper of wisdom, but perhaps the student of it. From that day on, Anansi told stories not to control, but to teach. Not to own, but to pass on. He learned that real power is not in holding wisdom, but in sharing it. That's how stories began to carry truth, how songs taught us how to feel, and how even the quietest voice could spark a lesson. Today, when an elder speaks, when a child asks why, when a story brings tears or laughter, that is Anansi's legacy. Not a broken pot, but a world where wisdom flows from one to another, from old to young, from heart to heart. This has been the tale of Anansi and the wisdom of the world, one of many stories that connect us to our roots and shape where we are going. This is Tales by Sade. Subscribe and join us for the next story. Until then, keep the wisdom flowing.